Hello, you're listening to Everyday Encouragement, Timeless Truths for Today, a weekly podcast designed to bring you snippets of encouragement to help you as you go about your day. I'm Jenny Guy, your host. Today's episode is about learning that God never forsakes us, regardless of how alone we may feel or believe ourselves to be. No matter what situation we may be in, God is there with us. Let's begin. Do you ever feel like you're all alone? That no one understands what you're going through? That even your closest friends don't or can't appreciate what is happening in your life right now? Maybe you feel that even God Himself doesn't see or care about what is happening to you. Or else, why would He allow this situation to occur, to continue? I can't answer the question about why God allows some things and doesn't allow others. But I can relate to that emotion of feeling alone, of feeling like no one understands or even cares. God has many names, and I recently found one that speaks directly to those times when we feel alone, forgotten, forsaken. That name is El Roi. It means the God who sees me. As I was thinking about that particular name and what it means for God to actually see me, Jenny, a scripture about not ever being out of God's presence came to mind. I looked for the verse and found it was in Psalm 139. Written by David, this psalm talks about how God is everywhere. He knows everything, and His power isn't limited. David was comforted when he thought about the great God of the universe being concerned about him. Fortunately for us, He put His feelings of comfort into words that speak to us today. I'd like to read part of Psalm 139 for you. Here it is. You have searched me, Lord, and you know me. You know when I sit and when I rise. You perceive my thoughts from afar. You discern my going out and my lying down. You are familiar with all my ways. Before a word is on my tongue, you, Lord, know it completely. You hem me in behind and before, and you lay your hand upon me. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too lofty for me to attain. Where can I go from your spirit? Where can I flee from your presence? If I go up to the heavens, you are there. If I make my bed in the depths, you are there. If I rise on the wings of the dawn, if I settle on the far side of the sea, even there your hand will guide me. Your right hand will hold me fast. If I say, surely the darkness will hide me and the light become night around me, even the darkness will not be dark to you. The night will shine like the day, for the darkness is as light to you. For you created my inmost being. You knit me together in my mother's womb. I praise you because I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Your works are wonderful. I know that full well. My frame was not hidden from you when I was made in the secret place, when I was woven together in the depths of the earth. Your eyes saw my unformed body. All the days ordained for me were written in your book before one of them came to be. How precious to me are your thoughts, God. How vast is the sum of them. Were I to count them, they would outnumber the grains of sand. When I awake, I am still with you. This psalm pretty much says it all. There isn't a place we can go where God isn't there with us. There isn't a situation in which we may find ourselves that God doesn't know about. Are you lying in your hospital bed, tired of being sick, tired of being poked and prodded and tested, tired of being told that yet another surgery is needed? God sees you, and He knows you're too weary and hurt to pray. Are you worried about that child who ran away again? But this time she's been gone longer than before. Are you afraid that she may have gotten herself into a predicament that is far worse than anything she could ever imagine? God sees you, and He knows your fear and anxiety. Are you heartsick because the marriage you knew would last all your days is crumbling right before your eyes? God sees you, and He feels your loss of love. Are you disappointed over the promotion you didn't get, even though you had been promised it? God sees you, and He knows you're hurt. Are you scared that even though you've studied your hardest and tried your best still may not be good enough to get you into the school you've dreamed of attending? God sees you, too, and He's standing nearby to comfort you. Are you at loose ends because you've recently retired and you don't know how to live this new phase of your life? God sees you, and He is there. But God doesn't stop at just seeing us. He thinks about us, about you, about me, constantly. And God lays His hand upon us, meaning He touches us and comforts us in our predicaments. Psalm 139 says that He guides us. If we don't know what to do, or where to turn, or how to make the next move, God is there to lead us. And He holds us fast. In other words, He keeps us firmly in His hands, no matter what is happening in our lives. Even during those times when we feel like God isn't with us, He is. And He hasn't and won't let go of us. This psalm assures us that God knows us. He knows you, He knows me, and our days from beginning to end. He truly is El Roi, the God who sees me. So as you go about your day today, think about and remember El Roi, the God who sees you. I hope you heard something today that has encouraged you and possibly given you something new to think about that will motivate or inspire you. If you would like a PDF copy of the show notes for this episode of Everyday Encouragement, Timeless Truths for Today, visit my website at jguypublisher.com. New episodes are published each week on Wednesday. I hope you'll join me for another installment of Everyday Encouragement, Timeless Truths for Today. Well, that's it for now. Until next time, be encouraged.